my god, I haven't done this in forever. Hi. It's like I've forgotten how to do this. What's up? How are you? How have you been? This is always such a weird thing. First of all, hi. Cheers. Coffee. I reheated it just for this. Just for this one sip, I reheated it. Good stuff. So it's been a while, I know. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm in the phase of my life where I require patience from everybody that knows me because it's not even that I'm busy. I hate when people are like, oh, I'm so busy. It's just that life is a lot right now. I'm doing a lot of things and my commute, I know I talk about my commute all the time, but like my commute plus working 8-hour days plus writing, I'm querying right now. We'll talk about that. There's just a lot going on, and I feel like my days have shrunk so significantly that I really just prioritize resting whenever I have downtime. If I have downtime. You know, I haven't done a YouTube video in a really long time, as you know, but also I haven't seen my friends in a really long time. And it just is hard, but there's a lot of really exciting stuff happening. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. First of all, hi, hello, I'm Megan. If this is the first time you're clicking into this video, I'm imagining this is very jarring, but welcome, because that's just what this video and this channel is. It's my life, and my life is chaos. I am chaos personified. Anywho, so what's been going on? Well, I finished my book, which I feel like I caught on video, but I've finished it, and I've started the wonderful process of querying, which I have a lot of thoughts on, and I'm happy to share them. I might share them in a future video just because like there's so much to say about the process of writing and querying and putting yourself out there, and you know, there's a lot of opinions, and there's a lot of different ways a writing career can go, and I feel like people have strong hopes for themselves. I don't know if any of this is making sense. Basically, I'm really excited to be querying. This book is going to get out in the world no matter what happens. If it doesn't get picked up by an agent, I'm going to self-publish this book. I will wait a very long time, obviously, because querying takes a very long time. So it's not like next month this book's going to get out in the world, but I'm going to make my dreams happen for myself. I would love to work with an agent and a publisher, but at the end of the day, I'm in charge of this plane. I'm driving this bus. That is my life. And so those are my thoughts in like 2 seconds, my incoherent thoughts. Started officially querying it last week, and so far so good. It's been going great. I'm watching this squirrel right now trying to get into a chimney, by the way. That's what's happening, and I'm very distracted. But luckily the people put a net over it. It's adorable. Let me show you. Windows are terrible. Okay, let's get back to business. It's scary, it's stressful, it's all these things at once. There's a lot of feelings wrapped up in querying. There's a lot of rejection. There's a lot of like questioning yourself and your talents, but we're not into that. We're into putting ourselves out there with joy and hope and knowing that we're in control of our lives. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm alone today. My husband has left me for a night. He's just gone for the night. So I am going to have a solo day. And I think today, my friends, we're going to start a new book. Writing. We're going to start writing a new book. I also think we're going to start reading a new book, but we're going to start writing a new book. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about this project for a while now, and it just kind of came to me. It just fell into my brain, and I knew I had to write it. I knew I had to write it right away. It's an interesting project because I don't know if I'm going to outline it. And that's weird for me because I almost always like at least have the beginning and the end in mind. But with this project, I'm like, I think I'm just going to start and see what happens. I might still go back and like retroactively outline. I might do like, oh, here are some turning points. I think I'm definitely going to do the turning points because I feel like I need that with every project. I need to know what I'm writing towards. So turning points, and then I'm going to get started, and we're going to get started together. But I do think that before any of that happens, I'm going to go to the bookstore and I'm going to get a candle and I'm going to look around and see what books they have because I want to start a new book today. And we're just going to have a whole day. It's going to rain. It's going to be cozy. And I'm going to start dreaming up a new story. And you're going to join in this whole week, obviously, not just today, but this whole week is going to be starting a new story. But Today especially feels really, really good. So let's get to it. Thank you for clicking. After all this time, thank you for being here. If you are returning, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish I had better excuses other than I'm just so freaking busy. And I hate that. I hate that I've become that person. I don't want to be that person. I want to prioritize things that I care about, but we're just in this season of life right now. So let's get to it. Wherever you are, I hope you're cozy. If not, get cozy because we're starting, baby. Let's start a new book. This shirt may or may not be a hint. It's covered in cat hair, but this may or may not be a hint as to what the book's about. We'll see. Okay, bye. I did not get a book. Go me, I'm very happy, very proud of myself, but I did get a candle. It's a little tradition of mine every single time I start a new story to go out and get myself a candle. I was gonna also get myself a notebook, but to be honest, I have so many notebooks and I don't really use notebooks for writing. There's a helicopter outside. So I did get myself a candle and I was trying really hard to find a candle that worked perfectly with the story I want to write. There was no way I was gonna be able to like nail it, but I do really like the color and I really like the smell of this one. It's called Sunflower and Clover, which sunflowers are not only my favorite flower, but I do feel like they symbolize hope for me. And a lot of my stories, all of my stories, have hope in some capacity. I really like to write about hope. So we got this, and we also got a pecan cortado, which is like my go-to fall Starbucks drink this year. It's really, really good. It's not too sweet. I'm not really a pumpkin spice girly. I get one at the very start of the fall season and I kind of fall off after that because it's simply too sweet for me. But this one's really good. It's 3 shots of espresso, so it's going to fuel me. And on my walk, I kind of just vibed, kind of just thought about my story, and I have the first words in my head. So I'm going to put on some music and we're gonna write the first words together. We're gonna light the candle, put on some music, write the first words. Let's get started. Let's do that. One thing that has been a super exciting life update since the last time I vlogged is Tom and I got a record player and I love it. He loves it. We love it. Oh, we love it so much. We have very similar music tastes and so it's just like nice to put on a record and cook some dinner. So I am gonna put on a record. I'm gonna put on a Lord Huron record because frankly all I write to is Lord Huron. Lord Huron is my favorite band and my favorite artist and I'm obsessed with them. And I loved Cosmic Selector, their new album that just came out in the summer. Oh my gosh, probably one of my favorites from them, which is kind of impossible to pick a favorite, truly. So I'm gonna put on that record, and one thing that I really like about listening to records is that you have to flip them. So it's gonna be a perfect excuse every 4 songs to just stand up for like 30 seconds, which real important for my posture. As you can see, I have exceptional posture and I work really hard at it. So let's put on a record.
I walked in your love like a hotel lobby. Took all of my pictures before the city forgot me. I love comes so easy, and you've got so many friends. They throw parties in the ballroom of the hotel that you live in. If I could stay, things would never be the same. If I could stay, but you live in a hotel on a mountain. Thanks for gracing us with your time.
Okay, I did it. The first words have been written. I wrote a prologue that I actually think will I know will have to be rewritten, period, but I also think I'm going to rewrite it eventually because I don't know about the POV that I put the prologue in. We shall see. But I wrote the prologue and I wrote the first chapter. That is insane. I'm literally started a new book. I was not expecting to do that this weekend. It's amazing. I'm stumbling around because I'm actually trying to find out how many words I wrote, and every single time I open Scrivener, I forget how it works. 1,400 words. I wrote 1,400 words today. No biggie. No biggie. I just started a new book. No biggie. Feels good. Feels really good. I've had this first scene in my mind for a while, so I'm happy to finally get it on paper. I think I'm gonna call it done and just chill for the rest of the day, because it is technically my Sunday, even though it's Saturday. I want to have a little bit of time to relax, but I'm feeling good. Feeling real good about it. I just realized it's almost 1 o'clock and I'm still drinking coffee. That's probably not a good thing. Oh well.
More about another time in something less. Maybe all those just something more I can. But you don't know really what you hold tight. Take from me, take for me, but the old time upside down. Enemy clouds will always run. Those lanterns are off there for me, and I feel it much more about slipping sea we're drifting to. Maybe for the missing something never gets. But I know it's nothing always it seems. Take from me, take for me, but the old time upside down. And me
How embarrassing, you're already drunk. Hi, hello, how are you? I don't know why I'm saying that as if this is the beginning of a vlog. Good morning. I am going to sit down and do a little bit of writing, but wanted to do the tiniest bit of an update. First and foremost, I just started this. I am about 58 pages in. This is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid. This has been on my TBR for forever, and it's one of those books that has sat on my TBR and I've had the biggest hype over. I have just felt like I'm going to love this book. Everything I hear about this book convinces me that I'm going to really enjoy it. And so far, that's been true. I'm really, really enjoying it. I really like the atmosphere of it. It's taking a little bit to get into the story, which I love when books do that. I love when there's like a slow settling into a story and you're following a character a little bit before the action begins, because I feel like it just lets me get to know the character a little bit more. I'm really intrigued to find out more about the world and about what the plot is actually about, because to be honest, as much as it's been hyped, I have no idea what to expect. I think that there's fae. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really enjoying it. And the power went out yesterday, so I lit a bunch of candles and I read, and it was just perfect. But it is now Tuesday and I am heading back into work today. My work schedule is Sunday to Thursday now that I'm back in the fall, and I am working evenings for the most part. I basically work evenings Sunday through Wednesday, and then Thursday I turn around and open, which I love because the last day of my work week I end early, which is like all I could ask for. So I work some variation of either 12 till 8 or 11 to 7, and I really like that. That is my dream schedule. It's what I wanted when I switched over to start working into libraries. I really just wanted to get out of the 9 to 5 life, because as much as it sounds like 11 to 7 eats up my day, 9 to 5 truly eats up my day. Although that being said, I was able to vlog more when I was working in 9 to 5. Where I last left you, I wrote the last chapter, or I wrote the first chapter. If I wrote the last chapter, this would be an entirely different vlog. But I wrote the first chapter and I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to rewrite both the prologue and the first chapter. And I'm probably going to do that a number of times just to get the feel for the story, just to get the voice right. But I really want to try the first chapter in a different POV. And I wrote something into the prologue that just does not make sense for the time period, which is kind of a bummer because I've had the prologue in my head for so long, but that's okay because I have a new prologue now. And I'm feeling really good about it. I wish I could tell you more about this story, but I'm actually keeping it quite close to my chest. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like I want to keep this one really, really on the DL in terms of like what it's about, but I will tell you the project name is Death Bowl. So that should give you a hint, at least the time period. The thing that I wanted to keep quiet. She says she wants to keep quiet and then immediately spills all the beans, but I don't care. I'm really excited about this story, and it feels really good to have something to look forward to in writing while I'm in querying. Querying's going well. I don't know how open I want to be about it, to be honest, just because it's not even that I'm scared to like fail publicly. It's just that people in this business are so hush hush, and it's a very, very small business, and I just want to respect everyone who's participating in my querying process. So like the agents that I'm reaching out to, I just want to respect their privacy even more than I respect mine. Like if this didn't involve other people, I would be so brutally open and honest, but this involves other people, and I just don't want to like ruin those relationships or those potential relationships before they even have a chance. So I'm probably not going to be too open, but I will say it's going really well. I've already met a goal of mine that I had for this process, and once I'm done, believe you me, I will tell you all about it. But hope for this story. I believe in this story so much, but whatever happens in this process, this book is going to get out in the world. So I feel like I'm going into querying with a very good mindset, because this isn't all my eggs in one basket. I will self-publish this book if it fails in querying. You will get this book. You will read this book, and I'm so excited for you to read this book. That's how much I believe in it, and that's how much I really enjoyed it and enjoyed writing it. So I have a really good head on my shoulders this time around with querying, and I think that that's really just what you kind of need to do, I think, in order to survive querying, is you just really need to understand that this is a business and it might not go the way that you want it to. And at the end of the day, you can make your dreams happen for yourself. We live in a world where self-publishing is really, really popular. And frankly, it is an avenue to trad publishing now in a way that it never has been before. So those are my thoughts. I'm gonna get settled now and I'm going to start the rewrite of my first chapter. Let's see how it goes. Also, I made a new mood board. Look at it. New mood board vibes. What do we think? Oh, I'm so excited to write the
We
story.
just turned 23. It was the world versus you and me. We were both head over heels. Yeah, you remember how that feels. We thought we would win somehow. We're laughing at that now. The day it all fell apart, it felt like you were holding my hurting heart. We swore we'd try again. That was the beginning of the end. I wanna tell you that I'm different. Oh, that time in love was well spent. You know we had to learn along the way, so we could look back and smile someday.
Are you trying on my shoe? I like it. Looks great on you.
Leave the wildflowers to grow. Don't pick it just for your own. Leave it for the ones who don't know, the ones who can't see the beauty that's in you and in me. Leave the wildflowers to grow. Don't pick it just for your own. Leave it for the ones who don't know, the ones who can't see the beauty that's in you and in me.
Hello. Hi. How are you? I feel like I've forgotten how to vlog. I tried my best this week. The last update I think I gave you, I said that I was going to try to rewrite my chapter, and I did, and it just did not work out. I'm really taking my time with the beginning of this book in terms of... Wait, let me start that again. I feel like I'm in a really good place with my writing starting this project. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, but I feel like starting... Okay, sorry, my cat just... she just bunted the tripod. Come here, let me give you love over here. Oh my god, she's like right behind me. What was I saying? Oh, I feel like I'm in a really good place with writing, starting this project. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it's just with every project I'm getting to know myself more and more as a writer. And normally when I start a project, except for We Are the Dead, I feel like We Are the Dead really just fell out of me, but normally I overthink the beginning and I rewrite the first chapter and try really hard to like nail a voice beforehand. And normally that bothers me because I'm like, oh, I just want to keep going. But with this one, I feel like every decision I make and everything I try to do, I have just kind of embraced it and accepted it as part of my process. So let me explain. Wrote the first chapter and then I was like, you know what? I really want to try to like rewrite it in a different perspective. I rewrote it in a different perspective and it just did not work for me. I was trying to force a POV that I just don't think is the POV I want for this particular character. And that's okay. I feel like 1,500 words were eliminated in a day, written and then immediately deleted, but that doesn't matter because it was really... Can we have silence in the background, please? Silence in the background. My other cat is out in the hallway going after a plastic bag. Or not a plastic bag, a paper bag. So yeah, so I rewrote it and was like, no, this isn't working, and just fell back into the regular POV, which is a lesson I feel like I learn all the time. And I learn it in different ways, which is that if you are trying to force something in your writing, it's not going to work. It's never going to work for me. I cannot force something on the page. It just has to flow. We are going forward and continuing to write this book, and I'm really excited for it. I'm like low-key cosplaying as a character from the book. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually doing that, but I feel like my hair is very like old glam. I slept with curlers in, and this is the vibe we got going on. Also, my lips are burning because I accidentally bought one of those like plump lip oils and I didn't realize that it was the one that had like a tingling sensation, and I hate it. I hate it. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we want to burn parts of our body? I don't get it. Another important lesson I feel like I learned this week when it comes to my writing is that it is okay that I can only manage an hour or two a day of writing. I think I get in my head a lot, especially because I write before work, and then when I get into work, I'm like, okay, you're gonna write on your lunch hour, it's gonna be great. And then I never do, and I always end up feeling bad for myself, and I'm like, you know what, you can just write for 2 hours a day, and that's enough. Obviously incapable of writing for 8 hours a day, but even on my days off, when I go to write, there's no, like, I've never written for 8 hours. I think I did maybe when I was like, when I'm really in the flow, like once a project, I write for 8 hours in a day just because I'm like nearing the end, maybe, but like We Are the Dead, that didn't happen. And I don't see myself as the type of person who can like maintain writing for that many hours straight. So another lesson learned, I do not need to write for more than an hour or two a day. I should know, I do know, but I have to learn them again and again. And that's one of my favorite things about writing is I feel like writing is a constant confrontation with myself, and that's why I do it. I really, really enjoy that. So that's it. That's the vlog. I don't have a word count update because I have no idea where I am, but I do know that I've written the first scene of a new book that I'm really excited about. I know that I'm querying my other book, which is a process all in itself. I actually started therapy again. I think that's it. I think that's all the updates I have. I hope this vlog isn't too weird as I get back into the groove of it, but I'm actually literally going to start another vlog as soon as I'm done filming this one. So we are going to continue on because I just want to get back to it. I really do like talking about writing, and I like filming cozy B-roll, and it is my season after all. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring. And I hope you're well. How you doing? Give me an update in the comments. I feel like my last video, everyone was so sweet welcoming me back, and then I disappeared, and I'm really sorry for that. Until next time, and it will not be that long, I promise. Bye.